Ipswich is located in the booming southeast Queensland region of Australia, a 30-minute drive from Brisbane City. In 1920, the Ipswich Memorial Hall was built, a beautiful building that was erected to honour the district servicemen of World War I. Half the funds for the building were raised by public subscriptions, but perhaps the most notable fundraising efforts were performed by the trained tea ladies. They served tea and refreshments to the men who were continuing their journey. It was estimated that between 30 and 40,000 returned soldiers actually passed through Ipswich. Today, one of the major tasks being undertaken is the preservation and conservation of the records of meetings held throughout the district going back 100 years. Staff members are often alone in the building, are experiencing unexplainable noises and movement on the upper levels. Items that disappear and return mysteriously a week later. The smell of cigar smoke on the staircase, and even some have been touched on the back when there is nobody else in the room. A group of paranormal investigators called the Paranormal Project and myself are here to investigate what is happening at the Ipswich Soldiers Memorial Hall. So, what is a ghost?
It's energy.
The energy.
Energy?
They're just energy.
Yes, we're all energy based.
All energy levels operate at a set wavelength.
Really, just energy in flesh suits. Really, it is energy, and in certain aspects, it can be quite intelligent.
So a lot of our equipment, that correlates with energy and electricity and things like that, because that's the whole theory behind ghosts.
So, do you guys believe in possession?
Absolutely.
Have you seen it?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the yin yang. I mean, if you believe in good, you have You've
got
to
to
believe in
believe in-
evil.
yeah.
And have you got protection?
Do you suggest that sometimes people should have some sort of protection when they're doing like a ghost hunt?
So I don't use protection.
One of our crew members has brought, his mum's given him something like this.
Rosary beads, yeah.
Yeah, you don't. No.
Oh no, for that.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
not for.
It can be, each person's different has a different way of how you protect yourself.
I'm still a virgin, so
Yeah,
it's
me
all
too.
good.
Yeah. One day. One day. Do you get scared when you do these investigations?
Not anymore.
Like, did you have more hair when you first started?
I wish.
Usually I wear a pendant.
Oh, do you?
So it's like a
yep.
personal protection.
Yep.
So
Are you wearing that tonight?
I'm not.
We are the scientific side. So we'll be the ones that try and go in and debunk everything.
So the equipment we have here, the first one we use, which is probably the most popular, is the K2 meter.
EMF detector,
An EVP session,
electromagnetic field detector.
which is an electronic voice phenomenon.
That measures the electromagnetism in the area.
We'll take base readings with the EMF.
But what it does on the ghost hunting side of things is if we want to communicate with a spirit, we'll turn this on and we'll ask questions and we'll ask them to interact with that.
Then once we've done that preliminary investigation and we find that it does warrant a full investigation,
And what about this item here? What's this?
Oh, the ovulus.
that's when all the video cameras come in.
This is pretty straightforward. This picks up on the electricity, same as what the K2 does, but rather than show it in light, it shows it, or it basically displays it as words. And it talks.
Oh, it's got the smoker's voice.
Yeah,
Down there.
very creepy, ominous voice for that one, so it sets the mood a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I've investigated more ghosts than I can count,
Yeah.
and that's because I've investigated more ghosts, and not because I can't count very high.
Yeah. So this is all new to me. Like, so I bought my own equipment. I bought one of these here just to
Nice.
yeah. So hopefully this will get me through the night. And
It will. I've used plenty of
Yeah,
rolls.
yeah.
We have people that contact us that have been playing with the likes of Ouija boards or dabbling in the occult, thinking it's fun.
Brad's a bit sceptical himself. He doesn't like using them.
Yeah.
They have no idea what they're doing.
I just find that there's some doors you shouldn't open,
Yep.
and I just find a Ouija board is opening that door.
Knowing my life insurance policy was up to date, I was ready, with my crew, to investigate the Ipswich Soldiers Memorial Hall.
I went over to the little kitchen area, and when I was there, I swear I heard something over here, but I'm not sure. Then when I went to look over there, I thought Max was in the kitchen that I was just looking at, but then I looked and there was nothing there.
What sort of feelings are you getting?
Oh, it's pressure on the chest. I just feel really nauseous and like I'm going to keel over.
Are you just going to go downstairs with the other guys?
I'm going to leave.
And then I was like, okay, there's nothing there. Wait, now I feel like there's something there.
You can feel something around you, but you can't see it.
Energy. You tend to find you won't see them face on.
And the reason you sit in the corner of your eye and not the centre of your eye, and when you turn around you can't see it, is because you've got cones and rods in your eyes. Cones see colour, rods see black and white. So the spirits are really easy to see with the rods, which are black and white. So you always see them out the corner of your eyes, and when you turn around you go, there's nothing there.
It was just a simple movement at the corner of my eye, and it was a mannequin, but his arm moved up.
The thing that caught me out the most was the mannequin that was up on the top level, just with the K2 meter that we had that measures electricity and whatnot. It was going against a mannequin. I'm just checking this out. The closer we get to him, the more it lights up. And obviously an electric current would need to be going through that or something else. So sometimes it can be wiring and whatnot behind the walls. Sometimes if it's up next to a power box or a lot of electricity, that's where you'll tend to have those go off a lot. But there was no electricity around there. Nothing that could really rationally explain it to me, at least.
So out of all those mannequins which we tested with the K2 meter, it was only buzzing on that one.
Just that one, yeah. Everything else was coming up pretty much dead.
And there's a good 10 mannequins up there?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just someone trying to get your attention.
You weren't there the first night we went, but Ollie, one of our crew members, reckoned he saw one of the mannequins move, and it happened to be that mannequin.
Okay, so they're not here to harm you. Yeah.
It's just overwhelming. It's never happened to me like that before.
Can you remember what you thought you saw?
So when I went into that top room, went up the stairs, went in there, looked around a bit, and as I walked past, I had the camera and the torch in my hand, and I had it around my neck, luckily. So I went past the mannequin, and just at the corner of my eye, I saw his arm move up, and I freaked out, dropped my camera to my neck, and then the torch was gone, and I just legged it. I wasn't focused on it. I think that's why. I was focused on going in that room. That was my focus, and I saw that, and it's still.
That's when it happens.
Yeah.
You know, when you're looking for it, when you're looking straight at it, you won't see it.
You tend to find you won't see them face on. They'll always be in your peripheral.
Yeah, it's always in the corners. That's what freaks me out.
So the big question remains, is the Ipswich Soldiers Memorial Hall haunted?
Well, it's safe to assume that there could be some sort of paranormal activity going on there, but once again, due to time constraints, you can't really put a definitive explanation on it.
It feels like there's more to offer out. I do feel like there's something more we haven't quite seen or...
Do you think we've figured out something?
I think so, and I think you guys will have to come back.
I was heading somewhere else, and at the other side, that's what was going on. And yeah, that gave me skids.
There was a funny smell in it.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit odd.
Oh yeah. That wasn't the mould that night.